All right, guys, welcome back to Piggy Garage. Today I'm with my buddy Win. His Instagram is
Win34Hawk.
Win34Hawk. There you go. I'll put it right here so you guys can follow him. Today we're reviewing his 2002 F-550.
It's really an F-350.
Oh, okay.
It's a secret, but it has F-550 badges because it's so mighty and
so
large.
Big.
How'd I get here? Yeah, these diamonds on my neck don't reflect how I feel. So sometimes I want to pill, yeah, sometimes I want to drink. It depends on how I feel. So I fade away like MJ, yeah, I'm always in the pain. Tiptoeing in my Jordans, yeah, I had to make a play. Sacrilegious acts flowing in my veins. I need safe medicating just to get me through the day. I ain't mean to judge, but your man's looking sus. We been pressing forward, why he been backing up? Politicians, they divide us from a melting pot. I put my words in a bowl and I'ma stir them till they hot. Nice on Nyquil burger, I get to swerving. Stealing signs on my way home from the bourbon. She ain't scoop me up, cause her feelings, they was hurting. Chest compressions, get a purr and bring her back with some purpose. So how'd I get here? Yeah, these diamonds on my neck don't reflect how I feel. So sometimes I want to pill, yeah, sometimes I want to drink. It depends on how I feel. So we rollin' heavy, she keep looking at my timepiece. Bring her back to the crib, have her running high knees. Let's get high, please. Roll a wooden face, got her on her tippy toes, bending over all this way. So feel the earth is gon' quake. Yeah, I've been hiding away from my girl. You can see it on my face. Mona Lisa with the frame. I ain't finna blink. Tryna pass it off as late nights is when I fucking think. Run the sink. I've been taking water bumps just to add to the sting. Smoke a whole pound just to come down off the sting. Ride around this small town with some big fucking dreams.
I gave it away, but pretty much Win's had this baby ever since he was in high school, and he's done pretty much everything that you could do to a 7.3. So we're just going to go around, talk about some of the things that he's done, and then he's going to do a couple passes, and yeah, go ahead and take it away. Where do you want to start? Let's start with the wheels. The wheels and tires, and then suspension.
So I'll introduce, this is Gloria. We named her after the mighty female hippo in Madagascar, so because of her large hips.
Nice.
Being a dually.
Yes.
So for you 7.3 fans out there, this is a 2002 7.3 liter diesel. It's got 116,000 miles on it, which is relatively low. When we got the truck, it had 92,000 miles on it, and I daily drove it for 4 years, if you can imagine. So starting with the truck, currently is a 12-inch lift. I've got Fox 2.0 shocks. And currently is actually leaf springs in the front, but soon to be a Kelderman air ride front end also to match the rear. So we'll get to that in a second. So those have already been ordered, and we're just waiting to get them from Kelderman. So it'll be full air ride in the front, which it'll be up to 12 inches. So these are Michelin 12R 22.5s. So roughly, I think it's 43-inch tall tire. I think they call it 42.8, but I call it 43-inch tall tire. With Alcoa 22.5 semi wheels. So you got your 8-lug original truck, but I have a 10-lug adapter to match up to the big semi wheels. So polished Alcoa wheels. As we go to the back, this is kind of what sets Gloria apart. It is a dually, and you might be thinking, why is there not two dual wheels? But we have one, and this is called a super single. So super single is just kind of a different look. It's you'll see it a lot on road tractors today, on semi trucks, but this is just one big fat semi tire basically. So this is called a 455/55 R22.5. So it is like the biggest semi tire you can basically get, and this is a Michelin Extremely durable, extremely long-lasting semi-truck tire. These tires are made to last between like 100 and 200,000 miles on a semi-truck, which weighs 80,000 pounds. So this truck is, you know, a little under 10, so you can imagine how long they can last on this. I've currently got about 55 pounds of air in them, which they can go up to 120, so but clearly the truck is not that heavy, so it doesn't need that much air.
Right.
So we've got the 22.5 in the rear also, Alcoa, polished wheel, a little bit dirty at the moment, but these are actually the 12 3/4 inch wide wheels, which I'd like to get the bigger super single, so it'd be a 14 wide rear wheel. So that's actually soon to come as well. So yeah, I kind of get a lot of questions as to why it's not a dually. It is a dually, just has the big fat single tire instead of the two. So if you want to come to the back, you can really see just how wide these big girls are. They're roughly 20-inch wide tires, extremely wide, very square looking in their appearance. And these tires, I mean, I've had them in 24 inches of snow, I've had them in rain, I've had them in mud. Not much mud, but a little bit, and they handle incredible for even how big they are and stiff they are.
I'm gonna talk about the airbags.
So here, we'll go ahead, I'll show you the features in a second, but this is the Kelderman Air Ride in the rear. So this is the 12-inch kit and fully adjustable, but I just basically have the manual, not manual, but it's just like one switch up on my dash, but it's either aired up all the way up, which is 12, or I can air it all the way down in the back, which I think it roughly goes down like 3 to 4 inches in the rear. So it'll go from 12 to about 8-ish in the back for a nice tight tuck in the wheel wells. And that is adjustable. So I've got onboard air compressor located on the passenger side, and that has a 2.5 gallon tank, which applies to these bags. And the reason we did this was, okay, so truck came with big leaf springs originally, which they were like re-arced to be between 10 and 12 inches tall. I think it was about 10 inches tall, and they rode like very, very, very hard and didn't feel very good. It hauled fine because they were just so stiff, but wasn't practical for driving. So we went ahead and upgraded to the Kelderman kit, which is probably the best price for the money. They are a little expensive, but makes the truck ride a lot smoother and a lot fluffier, like a cloud. So it helped a lot, even though how tall it is. Looking at the back here, this is a Fusion bumper, and this was made for the truck. I believe it fits anything 99 to 16. And then we've got the rigid diffused pods in the back, so I have those on a switch up front for reverse lights. You can see my Instagram handle here, Win34 Hawk. I've had that on there for a long time.
What horn setup do you have?
Horn blasters.
Horn.
So,
did you already talk about that?
have not.
Yeah.
So I have some train horns up here, which I kind of need to clean up and actually get working again because they have a solenoid issue. But I have Horn Blasters Outlaw train horns. Very loud. They're over 150 decibels, and they'll definitely surprise you. They'll get you in trouble too. But got a separate compressor up underneath this diamond plate right here, and where the spare tire would actually be mounted, which is removed, and a 2.5 gallon air tank for supplying the air to the horns. Got Recon taillights for the truck, Recon side markers for the truck. You can see some of the air components here. This is the leveling system right here with the airbag and the Fox shocks.
2.0 resis?
Fox 2.0, no resis, just Fox 2.0s. I know.
I love saying the resi.
I know.
What stabilizer is this?
So this is part of the stabilization for the axle. It's basically just a track bar that stabilizes the axle from moving forward and backward. Gives a little relief for that drive shaft. But this is what stabilizes your axle. There's also a smaller, so this is actually 4-linked in the rear. So it's got the upper link and the lower link, which comes to the frame. So that provides more stabilization. These are custom built by our welder. And these are 7-inch dual stacks, which are pretty noisy. But yeah, I need to get them repowder coated black, but they're just big 7-inch black stacks that we had made basically from 7-inch pipe from Home Depot. So pretty simple, but custom. So You can take a look at those in the bed if you want.
All right, here's just a thing of the custom stack outlook. Yeah, it needs to be painted again.
Yeah, we got some couple melted coolers on there. It's looking good.
He did a good job though.
Oh, really clean. Yep, 7-inch. So it's 4-inch exhaust up to 7-inch
Right
dual
down the
stacks.
bottom.
So 4-inch below the cab, 7-inch the stacks. We got Recon's Escalade style. It's called third brake light. So that brake light goes right
all the way to the top.
across. Yep,
Oh wow.
that's called the Escalade style.
That's
You
pretty
can see
neat.
that. Yep.
What else?
So
Your steps right here.
yep, we've got, since this is nice and tall, we've got amps, amp research drop steps with actually a 2-inch adapter bracket. So that's, you don't see that very often, but they have a 2-inch adapter to make it drop an additional 2 inches. So it's about an 8-inch drop.
It's a nice touch, and
So-
you totally need them for this truck.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And
You see
then
it's about 40 inches to the cab at the bottom of the cab. So
about the hip. I guess we'll start going
from
for the interior then.
Sure. So inside, pretty basic. It's just a Lariat. So you got your leather seats, pretty normal Lariat looking interior. I had this just wrapped in carbon. It actually matches the carbon between the two tone of the metallic gray and black. So we got a little carbon accent on the wood, which some people probably prefer the wood. I just did the carbon to match. My big thing on this truck was audio, so I'm kind of a bass guy and I love my speakers. So I've got a Alpine head unit up in the dash touchscreen, and this was actually a bench truck, so it had the 40-20-40 cab, so the 2 seats and then a middle buddy seat, which I call like the flip up seat, which actually had that taken out. And this was a custom center console I had made by my audio guy Sean. I'll show you when we turn the truck on, but this is a carpet on the bottom and a suede on top, and we've got a amp, a JL Digital 999 4-channel amp with a JL W6 sub in the back, which you can see. So that's made custom for the center console. So you got your nice big W6 12-inch sub, and then looking at the back here,
Switch spots.
we'll switch
Here, let me get it from the front here.
this front forward. You can see some lovely, we got the JL Digital 1500 with 3 JL 12-inch subs, and these are W3s, so kind of the narrow guys, but you'll hear they hit pretty hard and they're pretty aggressive. So overall we got 4 subs. We've got a 1500 digital, 1000 digital up front, and I've got Rockford Fosgates speakers up front. We got highs and lows in the door, so this truck only normally comes with 4 speakers, but we got a high and a low. This is their Diamond series with a tweeter mounted up in this little panel, and then I've just got some kicker basic speakers, 6x9s in the back, just because the subs are so powerful. So got a lot of watts pumping through her and 4 subs, so it definitely rattles pretty good.
Yeah,
It definitely runs pretty good. So we can turn the truck on and check it out.
But before we turn on, what engine modifications have you
So
done with
because
this
it's a slow 7.3 liter, under this truck I've got Swamp's 200cc 30% over injectors. So I believe they call them their hybrid streets. So they run pretty good. And I've got the Garrett 38R turbo, which is a drop-in ball bearing turbo. I've got a AFE intake, and I've got a AirDog 165 to fuel those injectors. This truck has a Precision Industries triple disc torque converter and a built transmission by 4Cade here in Gaithersburg, Maryland. 4Cade Transmissions built this transmission, and it's their stage 5 build, which is, I think, built for over 800 horsepower, which obviously being a 7.3, it doesn't have those kind of numbers, but just because of how big it is and how much it has to move, we just built it very overbuilt just so it would handle all of it. It's got a custom 4.5-inch solid drive shaft off of a dump truck, which I actually blew a long time ago, so I had beefed up to handle moving those big rear tires. It does have a front drive shaft, so we do have working four-wheel drive, which is awesome.
Yeah, a lot of people at SEMA always hate on people that don't have that.
And another matching Fusion bumper. We got rigid fogs, rigid spotlights, and a combo 10-inch bar with Royal hooks. These are their show hooks, which they're still rated for, I believe, 10 tons, so it'll still hold 20,000 pounds, they claim. But they're just the show-looking hooks. Had this custom-built grill built by Status Grills out of Arizona. Had this custom cross inlaid with the matching gray metallic and black, and their small spikes put in. And then we've got a 3-inch cowl hood to match, just to give a little effect. Matching the, and we also got Recon headlights, mirror lights, and cab lights, all matching. Everything's Recon, including Recon interior lights. And then,
What do you have? The stabilizer, or just the Fox stabilizer?
Got BDS's Fox steering stabilizers with mag high-tech rear or front diff cover. I've also got, you guys saw earlier, the rear diff cover, mag high-tech. That's all pretty much the appearance-wise stuff. So yeah, the truck is a 10 lug. It is an F-350, 12-inch lift. We can go ahead and fire up and
start her up. We'll get a little
get the exciting
call
stuff.
action. Center dash.
Yep, so we got the amp laid in there. Trying to be this golf. Got the lamp with amp in the console with accent lighting, and this also has accent lighting in this.
It's like acrylic.
Yep, it's can't remember what it's called. Plexiglass.
Yes, there we go.
And with the pad, so I can rest my elbow on. And then you can also see I've got a little phone mount to hold my phone, which is pretty cool.
What pillars do you have?
These are just old school Banks. Pretty old, but Banks just gauge pillar. I've just got exhaust temp, EGT, and boost. And then this it's just a little digital display. The truck is tuned by Swamps, so I've got a 6 precision dial down here. So I got stock, high idle. This is like a 30 tune, a 60 tune, or 90 tune, and then I believe 100 and 140 plus. So 140 plus gives you all the sauce, all the fuel, all the goodies. And then these are all the pods and all the light bars you saw. These will control all these. So each switch is a different set of lights, including lights underneath. Heated seat works, which is pretty cool.
You want to air it out?
Yep, we can drop it here. So we've got the mean green 300 plus marine and RV grade alternator. You can see you got the intake and 38R turbo. It's about 6 feet in the air, so it's kind of hard for me to point at everything. Got some wiring, yep, intake, some goodies. Just try to keep it clean. She's a, oil burning 7.3, so it's always sweating horsepower, as they say. Yeah, nothing much
I
special.
think you already talked about pretty much, but
Yeah,
hey, there's that engine bay.
everybody wants to see.
Yep.
4-inch downpipe back exhaust to the stacks at that 90. This is an MBRP 4-inch exhaust. Got little green pods underneath, just some covers for some little accent lighting there, and there is 8 additional rock lights, 2 in each wheel well, just for some additional lighting. And it's a good spot to just chill under here under the shade.
Yeah, I'm surprised how well you fit. Yeah, pretty bad to the bone truck. Big thanks to Wind.
What's up?
You're feeling shit off your truck.
It's just a little tape.
Big thanks to Wind for letting us get a video of this thing. You guys can also check out his other truck video, which I will be doing another video of that truck when it's complete. The first video I took of it, I just got this camera and it was kind of zoomed in on the widescreen, so it kind of cuts off Wind and I's face, but it's still a great video. I'll link that up right here too. What kind of tint do you have on this bad boy? She's pretty dark.
We've got 5% all around every piece of glass. In the front windshield we've got 35, I believe, but it's kind of turning purple, and it's about 6 or 7 years old, so we need to get it retinted.
But I mean,
Bummer.
okay, we'll walk around the other side. Just take her in there with you. We'll just show how dark it is.
Nice and dark in here. It's midday. Windshield's a little purple, but needs to get redone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at him. He's a natural. He's a natural. It's pretty dark. Like if I open this, unlock it. You can barely see Wayne on the other side. He likes some dark.
What happened here?
As always, follow Wayne. He does really cool shit on his Instagram. One day he'll have a YouTube channel. I know it, or he'll just do stuff on mine. But thanks again, Win. Follow him at Win34Hawk on Instagram. Give my buddy Eurocar Garage follow out. Hey, and we like to stay anonymous, I guess. But yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos.